And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to answer the question and I'm going to share my genuine thoughts on it, because I feel like it's something that if you are running an online business, you definitely need to think about how you can implement this thing. And I teach this thing as part of my video strategy, right? So let's go. Let's see what that first question is. All right. So the first question is from Lois Harris, right? And Lois is definitely a part of the Start Shoot Grow Facebook group. And she said, I'm still new to building my audience and my brand. I was thinking that doing the 30 days of lives could help. I have a Facebook page and a YouTube channel. So for XayLi, I want to know, should I do it on Facebook? Should I do it on YouTube? Or should I do it on both? Does it make a difference on either platform in your likes and follows and subscribers? Thank you. Your advice is much appreciated. Right? This is such a good question, Lois. Listen, I know a lot of people have this question. Dr. Rocks, welcome. We're happy to have you here. Right? If you're a first timer, say hello. This is a safe space. Feel comfortable. Listen, we're all family in here. Lois, this is such a good question. And I'm so excited to answer it live, right? So the first thing is, I am really proud of you that you're even thinking about going live and thinking about streaming, right? It's so much fun. And I think that a lot of people get scared by the notion that no one is going to show up live, right? And so, which is why I always tell you guys, which I didn't even do today, address your replay viewers. So if you're watching the replay, you guys know we do hashtag replay crew so that I can come say hi to you because I know you watched the replay. So the cool thing about live is that you're able to create a live stream, but you're also able to leave that up and, have people who weren't able to make it. And for me, I intentionally send out an email. I send out, posts on Instagram because I want my people here. So, because this is how they get to interact with me live. So for me, I send out reminders and things like that. If you're on my email list, you probably received that email. And so I let people know that I'm going live before I go live, right? So I commend you for even thinking about going live. It's something that you must do, especially in this day and age, and we're in the middle of a pandemic. So that in itself, a lot of people are at home and a lot of people are looking to learn new skills. A lot of people in the 9-to-5 spaces are looking to see, well, how can I side hustle? How can I do what I do at work, but do it in the online space so that I can make profits for myself, right? Or how can I start a business? So if you have anything that is pertaining to that, definitely start going live. The other thing is, it doesn't even, let me reel myself back in. It doesn't even have to be about business or whatever you do. If you're a chiropractor, you can start sharing information on, what you're professionally trained on. Start going live. It's the best way to really build a relationship with your audience. You guys know I talk about relationships all the time. If you're going live, and I'm someone who's been creating video online for years, pre-recorded video is amazing. Yes, you're able to create a relationship, but going live, there's nothing like it. Like, even for me, I've gotten to know you guys by name because I show up every Friday for you. That's the next thing. Consistency. So on Instagram, I shared a bit about consistency the other day, and I got so many responses. Listen, if you have something to say, you need to say it. You need to show up. You need to show your face. You need to get out there, right? And so that is something that we really need to think about. A lot of us are afraid of saying the wrong thing. We're afraid of sharing our opinions for the fear that we get shunned by, specific people. But the biggest thing that you can build, especially in the online space, is polarity, or community based on polarity. So not everyone is going to love you. Not everyone's going to agree with what you're saying. But if it's something that you strongly believe in, use your voice and share that thing, share it. So I wanted to make sure to say that because I know that's something that a lot of people are scared to do. The second thing is show up big and large and live and in charge, right? Show up. Don't be afraid. A lot of us are afraid to show up. We're afraid to do the thing or show up as our best selves. Show up, girl. Show up. It's so powerful, when you do. And don't feel bad when you show up large and in charge. But I'm getting off up, girl. Listen, I have a lot of things going on in my head right now, right? But I'm really excited about this topic because live streaming is so powerful. So on top of building relationships, you can build your business, right? So we all know how powerful live sales are. I always take you guys back to QVC. Even when you think about talk shows that are on in the mornings, like they usually have a section or a session during the show where they are selling things that, they love, right? Amazon recently implemented live selling. So it's so good. Yes, Annette, large and in charge. Live selling is definitely a game changer. So going back to what Lois asked, yes. Now, Lois asked about platforms, right? So you guys know that I love multi-streaming. I love streaming because I like, listen, if I'm about to stream, everybody's about to get it. But Lois, it really depends on what platform you love, right? And it also depends on where your people are. But I say, Stephanie always trips me up. Hey, Stephanie! Stephanie, listen, happy belated birthday from Ask XayLi on the Ask XayLi show. And everybody in here, Stephanie is one of my favorite live streamers. And it was her birthday yesterday, right? And Steph, we're talking about live streaming. So listen, Facebook is great to live stream on and YouTube is great to live stream on. The reason why I love YouTube for streaming is because I can repurpose my content and make it searchable, right? So I love going live, but with intention, because I want to make sure that somebody who really needs this is seeing it at the end of the day, because your life can just remain there and not do anything, right? And that's not what we want. So Lois, I would advise you to stream live on Facebook and stream live on YouTube. The cool thing is that live stays there and you're able to, get in there and change up SEO, right? Which is search engine optimization, so that the right people can find it. So even if you have not started building your YouTube channel yet, you can really go live with intention on YouTube. I love that I can schedule a live. I can figure out exactly the angle of the live and who might view it and create titles, a thumbnail, and SEO before I even go live. That way, my live can be repurposed. So Lois, I do advise multi-streaming, which is, if you have your audience on Facebook and you have a YouTube channel, go live in both places, right? Dr. Scott, I don't go live on LinkedIn, but Stephanie Lou is in here and she goes live on LinkedIn. Right, Steph? I think you do. Yes. I'm not on LinkedIn. Oops, sorry guys, that was my microphone. I don't use LinkedIn a lot, which is, something that I definitely need to dive into, but I am also a believer of dominating what platforms that you are on, right now. So I'm zoned in and I'm focused. I love YouTube and I love being, really intentional and interacting with my group on Facebook, right? So those are the two places that you would really find me. I also love Instagram. So 3 places. So for me to add another platform that I would really have to zone in and focus on, I know all the benefits of LinkedIn and how great it is, but I have not done it. However, I can tell you that it is definitely a place you want to live stream. Because I feel like it's so young in the live streaming game. Definitely, if you decide to be consistent and you know that you can create a time and show up for your people, do that. LinkedIn is wide open right now. So yes, Dr. Scott, I would do that. The next thing is, and this can definitely go for being on LinkedIn as well, create a specific time for your people to meet you. So Lois, if you're doing this for the next 30 days, you want to go live on Thursdays at 6 p.m. And your people, they know, oh my gosh, I enjoy Lois's lives so much that I am going to be there at 6 p.m. on Thursdays or 6 p.m. every evening because you say you're doing a challenge. Now, the cool thing about doing it for 30 days is that you're not thinking, I like that you gave it days, because if you're giving it days, that's a commitment, right? So you're committing to that time on Thursdays at 6 p.m. That's just me saying that. And so you're not getting discouraged because the first time you go live, nobody showed up. Or the second time you went live, nobody showed up. Because that happens, right? So I like that you gave it a certain amount of days so that, you know, even though on day 4 nobody shows up, that's totally fine, and that you can still, you know, get in there and do your thing. So I really love that you gave it 30 days, and I really advise that you do it, right? Just be aware of like what your audience really needs from you, your intentions, and I still won't even be too heavy about that because you're starting. Do something like, you know, just start that thing. Just keep in mind what you want to be known for so that you know you're building the right audience, right? Let me see if I answered all of that question, guys. Right? I have a Facebook page and a YouTube channel. So for XayLi, I would like to know, yes, right? Does it make a difference on either a platform? No, just know what you want to be known for. So I hope that was helpful, Lois. The other thing is that if you search on the channel, you'll find, or in the Facebook group, you'll find where I discussed exactly what you can use to go live, because you guys know I love sharing that kind of stuff.